These two women are truly the backbone of this event. Loris Thomas, a passionate advocate for female empowerment, joined the Congress of Black Women of Canada over 20 years ago with the goal of creating a community where Black women can build relationships, access vital resources, and be encouraged to live full lives. She is the president of the Congress of Black Women Ontario region and responsible for providing leadership and direction to create and maintain links among the 8 chapters in Ontario. She coordinates the overall activities for the regional body through collaboration with partners, agencies, and government bodies. She also lends her experience to other organizations, and she currently sits on the board of the directors of, I'm so excited about this one, a Different Bookless Cultural Center. Now, if you don't know about a Different Bookless Cultural Center, you better make sure and talk to her in the break. Not now, in the break. A nonprofit hub and destination that provides opportunities to experience the rich culture and the history of Canadians of African and Caribbean ancestry. Can you believe she retired 12 years ago? You look like you still should be. I don't. Okay. Let me reposition this. She retired from corporate, the corporate world 12 years ago, and then decided to take on a whole new life in a whole new season. And she has 2 adult sons and a 10-year-old grandson. And then the woman who comes alongside her is the amazing Jean Lennox, who's a CPA and works as a senior project accountant in a large Canadian-based international company. I can't tell you who it is, don't ask her. She has a profession for community work and healthy living. Her community volunteering dates back to, for some of you may know this, UJAMA. Anybody know about UJAMA? Yes, I see some shakes, yes. African People's Organization and the Community Kwanzaa celebration of the 1990s. I should have brought my Kwanzaa candle even though it's not Christmas. She enjoys collaborating with others for the benefit of the community, and she has been a member of the Mississauga chapter of the Congress of Black Women for more than a decade, where she has served in various roles, including 2 previous terms as chapter president. She's a student of yoga and mindfulness meditation and believes in lifelong learning. And Jean currently combines her passion for community and wellness as one of the co-leads in the Congress of Black Women Canada, Ontario, Region's Black Women's Wellness Project, this project, the Wellness Revolution. So I'm going to invite these 2 amazing women to the stage to join me. And we're going to have a little conversation. You know, normally, if you know you're online, who has been to the virtual event before online? Let me see you. Ooh, wait a minute, this is good. So you know, normally they would come up and they would talk and chat with you and stuff. Well, I said, no, let's have a conversation. Let's do it a little differently. I'm gonna let you in my space here. Okay, can you all see us? I'm gonna bring my little questions down for these amazing women. Okay, and if I don't stay focused, tell me, Nicole. Wonderful, thank you, Dr. Andrea. Nicole, focus. So, we were on. I think our tech people are doing an amazing job. Let's give it to the tech, because let me tell you, the room has been a little challenging this morning. So, what is the Congress of Black Women?
Wow.
And you got to hold the mic up. You can't hold the mic down.
Yes. I looked at your questions, and we speak about this all the time. The Congress of Black Women is the community. It's about empowerment. It's about united Black women. It's about Black women collaborating together to achieve the best for us individually and collectively. And how do we do this? Through education in all forms, to equip ourselves with the knowledge to effect changes and to grow. And to grow in areas that will move our community forward. The Congress of Black Women is now 50 years young, started in 1973, with chapters right across Canada. In Ontario, we currently have 8 chapters, 7 functioning quite well. And I can let you know that the 7 chapters are committed to keeping the organization strong and vibrant, in spite of the current situation, and in spite of some of the things that you may hear going on in the news. We are an awesome group of Congress members, and we are working together to keep this organization alive. Thank you.
So I'm going to throw them a curveball, because I like to give people scripted questions, but then I like to throw them a curveball. So Angie, Why did you become involved with the Congress of Black Women?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you all here in person. And your question, I became involved, I'll tell you the story. Actually, I didn't hear about the Congress of Black Women until I moved into this building. And I don't know how many of you know, but the Congress of Black Women, the Saga chapter, is actually the host nonprofit group for this building. Yeah.
So what does that mean?
With what it means, and there's a story and a history, and we have some of the members, such as Madeline Edwards, who were involved back in the 90s when the government of Ontario allowed for funding of non-profit housing buildings. And an application was put forward by the Masada chapter. And, after some time it was accepted. They had to go through a process and it was accepted. And the host group basically forms a non-profit board
Wow.
that manages the building. So
This is new to me. This is new to me. I didn't know this.
Okay. Yeah. This building has 82 units. And there is a non-profit for this building. It's called the Congress of Black Women Mississauga Non-Profit Housing.
Listen, no, we need to give a big round of applause for, come on, this is big. I mean, I'm in the co-op housing world, and so to hear this is we need to do some work on this. Social media people, are we listening? Okay, keep going, Angie.
Yes, so what happened was I moved into the building, and that's when I first heard about the Congress. And I got involved pretty much right away. So that's how I first got involved. And yeah, I've been involved ever since.
See, I like that curveball question. What about you, Loris? Why did you and how did you even get into the Congress?
Well,
It feels like we're at the UN, the Congress.
It's amazing. I was working for Corporate Canada, and I was looking for my community. I was looking for a place with women who look like me, women I can share with. And I met some amazing women in the community, and she said, you could do a lot with the Congress. I came to a branch, one of their scholarship award branch. This chapter gives annual scholarship awards, by the way, to post-secondary students going on to university. So I came to the branch, I liked what they were doing, and I joined within, I say by about the third meeting. And I immediately became one of the leaders, so to speak. And I've been kind of doing that ever since. I think I came on board as fundraising coordinator. And it's been very rewarding being a part of this group. Joined at the end of the 90s. I was chapter president for 2 terms. Actually, Angie took over from me. I was glad to have someone who could take over the role at the time, so I could move into something else. Yeah, and I've stayed with the group ever since. Yeah.
Now, isn't this is like, for those of you who know me, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Get to know that word. If you get to know me, that's my word. And this to me, you hear about organizations and those big organizations, and we give them so much attention, but sometimes it's just like yourself, sometimes, we're moving quietly in the background, but we're making bold. You're going to hear about bold love today, but you're going to hear about bold moves that are just enhancing the lives of Canadians. And so I'm going to create another hashtag today. Lachey, you ready? Because this one is going to trend. You're going to hashtag the Congress. Don't put the Congress of Black Women. I just want you to hashtag the Congress. Because what that's going to do is anytime somebody puts the Congress, it's going to come up. Because we in the UN. Come on now. All right. I'm going to be strategic in my marketing today. So the wellness revolution. What is, Angine, the wellness revolution? How did this come about?
Okay. So the wellness revolution is a call to action. It's a reminder for all of us that it's time to disrupt the status quo. It's time for us to start taking care of ourselves.
Yes. I love that. And you know what? I'll say this. Angie is always a reminder to us on our calls that we need. When I see her, I go, oh yeah, she doesn't say anything. But once Angie comes on the call, oh, did you do? Yeah, she checks us without saying a word. But go on, Angie.
Right. So we started the Wellness Revolution in 2021.
Woo! That was a hallelujah. Go ahead.
And it came out of a few things happening in the environment. This was during the COVID pandemic. We had the Black Lives Matter movement. And at that time, corporations started recognizing that they needed to support the Black community. And we were fortunate enough to be selected as one of the nonprofit organizations that PepsiCo and the Mosaic Group decided to support. So we've been working, and thank you very much. We have a representative here today.
No, give it up for PepsiCo. Let me tell you. Give it up for PepsiCo. Jennifer, listen. They were on the line with us when this started. Every week or whatever time we wanted to meet. Give them the story there, Angie. I'm just excited that she's in the room. She's in the room, people. Don't ask her for money. She's in the room. Today she is just one of us, okay? Just saying. You can talk to her after about money. Okay, go ahead, Angie.
Yeah, so, we got this opportunity to serve the community, right? And we had the funds. And we looked around to see what is needed, and as we all remember during the COVID pandemic, mental health was an item of focus, and as it needed to be, because that was really a challenging time for all of us, right? So this is where it started. We started with a survey. We surveyed the community, just sort of found out what was on people's mind, and pretty much created this program, the online summit.
And let's give them congratulations here for. Let's just give them a round of applause right now. We don't have to wait till the end. So, Lois, what does the Wellness Revolution mean to you? But you got to put the mic up. I know you're looking for the paper, but talk for the heart. I don't want you to look at the notes.
This is actually my heart.
I want your heart to flow this morning or afternoon.
So what does it mean to me? And I agree with Angie, and I captured some of that. It is time for us as Black women to put ourselves first, to take care of ourselves. We cannot look after anyone else until we absolutely look after ourselves. And we have to make us a priority. And coming out of COVID, coming out of the pandemic, and we saw what was going on in the pandemic. And I think it was a time for us to be still and recognize what we need to do for ourselves. So for me, it is definitely putting yourself first and taking care of yourself. So you can, and it's not in a selfish way, so you can take care of others. Because we're always taking care of others.
What about you, Angie? What does this wellness conference mean to you?
So, for me, one of the inspirations starting out with the Wellness Revolution was a quote from Audre Lorde that I have to share.
And where is that quote? If you open your books.
It's on the front cover of the program booklet.
You have permission now to open the book. Go ahead, Angie.
Caring for myself is not self-indulgent, it's self-preservation. And that is an act of political warfare.
What does that mean to you?
To me, this reminds me that self-care it can be a radical act. Our lives are so busy. There's so many distractions, right? Work, family, other things that are going on, that it's so tempting not to take care of ourselves, to do everything but, right? So, for our own survival and for our own, thriving, for our ability to be well, to be healthy, to enjoy our lives, we have to take time, right? So, I love this quote, and this is sort of the idea of revolution. To me, revolution is about disruption. As I said, disruption of the status quo. And it's that sort of constant reminder that we need to resist things that really are not serving us anymore.
Hold on. That's like tweetable. That's like Instagrammable. Resist, say it again.
We need to resist the things that don't serve us.
Write that down because we're going to be coming back to that. That might be a question at the end of the day for a prize. Resist the things that are not serving us.
Yeah, it's time for us to really look at how we're using our time, how we're using our energy, and how we're using our lives.
I really love that. And so as we wrap up this first part of the segment here, is there anything, Angina and you, Loris, that you want these amazing individuals to know that joined us today live?
I just encourage you, to keep an open mind as you listen to our speakers today. Reflect on those areas of your life that you may need a reset, a wellness reset, and see what tips you can take away from today's presentation.
And for me, always be open to meeting new people, to listening to new ideas, to exploring better ways and different ways we can do things. And I must say, this is the first time I've met Nicole in person. We have been doing this for 4 years. And when we talk about relationship, when we talk about being mindful, when we talk about the people who come in our midst and why they're there, this is absolutely precious. And for me, doing this wellness revolution has been extremely rewarding. We've met some amazing presenters who've come along on this platform. And this is the first live event, as Nicole mentioned, we've had. And I must thank all the presenters who said yes to giving us the opportunity to, I don't know, what do you say, to do this, to give this a try live. And I must put a plug also for Brianna. Brianna, thank you for joining us. We reached out to Brianna. Brianna jumped on it, and she's a young graduate. And these are some of the opportunities we want to be able to, to create the space for us as Black women to excel, for us to work comfortably amongst ourselves, to work with each other. And I know Nicole gave Leshay a plug. We interviewed Leshay online, and it was love at first. And 4 years later, here we are. And I mean, we probably talk every day, twice a day. So for me, this, when you have the opportunity to just reach out and help someone and work with someone, learn from them, I've learned a lot from you and stay learning, and vice versa. Absolutely take that opportunity. So for me, that's what this wellness revolution has been. And I ask each of you to find that opportunity. I mean, the mindfulness piece comes to mind. Sometimes we go through life like robots. We miss things. We're not hearing. We're hearing, but we're not really hearing. I had an experience with Angie the other day, and I realized I didn't hear her. Let me go back and hear what she was saying to me. So it's so important.
And that speaks to the consciousness, right? That we have to be conscious. So I know things can easily distract us today. And if you need someone to talk to, we have professionals in the room. But we also have each other, right? And this is a no judgment space. We will say there's never anything really as a safe space, but there's a thing as a brave space. And in brave spaces, we can create safe conversations and create safe connections and connect with one another.